Hey girlies, it's Augusta. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to achieve this soft glowy makeup look. It's the perfect glam for any occasion. You can wear it on the daily or to spruce things up for an event. It's a perfect way to naturally accentuate your features. So let's get into it. Of course, you're going to want to start using a proper base below the makeup. So I love this primer from Rimmel London. It also helps the makeup end up way more glowy. Then to make a really glowy base, you're going to want to choose a glowy tinted moisturizer. I'm a huge fan of the e.l.f. Halo Glow for this look because it's literally in the name. It gives a nice amount of coverage but not too much, so it looks really skin-like, much more natural than foundation but still covers the blemishes. To add a tiny bit more coverage, I'm going in with the Max Factor 2-in-1 serum and foundation, but I'm only applying a tiny dot on the cheek. I love using this hack, and you can use any liquid foundation to mix with your glowy base. This combination blends super nicely together. All you need to do is get a damp beauty blender. Make sure you're blending it all over your face, avoiding the eyebrows but blending down onto the neck so the face matches the neck. The more you blend your makeup, the softer and more glowy it's gonna turn out, and it's also gonna look much more flawless and professional. Next up, choose a concealer. I love the Rimmel London Multi-Tasker caffeine-infused concealer because it really wakes up my under eyes. It comes in this really cool applicator, and all you need to do is apply a line underneath the eyes and a dot at the corner. Then leave this to get tacky while applying your liquid contour. Of course, I'm going in with the new Rare Beauty liquid contour. Cream products have a much more glowy finish, which is why we're going to focus on them for this makeup look, and lightly set with powder products after, but only lightly. Apply small amounts underneath the cheekbones, forehead, jawline, and you can contour alongside the nose as well. I put a dot below the bridge of the nose and some on the eyelids as well to add some more depth and give a button nose effect. Now that the concealer has gotten tacky for a minute, we can blend it outwards and up using the same beauty blender so it blends nicely into the base. The dot by the side of the eye on the outside is really going to help lift the eye and make it look much more accentuated on the eyes. This is really going to enhance the eyes, which is what we want to do for this soft glowy look, but in a more natural way. Then you're going to want to go in and blend out the contour. I prefer to use a brush for this. I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Complexion brush. However, you can use a beauty blender. It really depends on the consistency of the contour that you're using. Just make sure to blend in an upwards and outwards motion. Next, you're going to want to take a cream blush. Of course, I'm going in with the Armani light pink liquid blush. This is the cutest baby pink and adds a nice soft glowy look, applying it in these heart shapes just like the trend. I've actually done this for a while, and when the trend became a thing, I was so happy because it makes doing your makeup so much more fun, because we're obviously going to blend it out afterwards. Apply a small dot on the bridge of the nose as well as just above the crease of the eyelid so that it reflects on the cheeks. By dragging the blush color up to the eyelid, it makes it appear much more natural and really has a nice match to the cheeks. This way we don't really need to apply eyeshadow, we can just use the blush for this. To set in place the cream products, you're going to want to go in with a bronzer, but only a really light layer. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush bronzer in shade 2 and the Real Techniques brush 400. I'm applying it in a 3 shape across the face, just like we did with the contour, just in much broader motions, and using it to blend down onto the neck. You can also apply some on your collarbones if your chest is on show to really bronze up the chest as well. Make sure it's nice and blended into the hairline so we don't have a line around the edge of the face, but just lightly tapping so we don't move the cream products too much. I'm also using an eyeshadow brush to lightly drag the contour onto the eyelid and up out of the sides to accentuate them more. You can take a more precise eyeshadow brush. I'm just using the other side and lightly dragging dragging the bronzer underneath the eyelid, keeping it really tight just below the waterline and flicking it up at the side. This is gonna make the eye look much more lifted at the side and give the effect that a wing gives on a winged eyeliner, but without having the harsh wing look. It's also so much easier than applying a full winged eyeliner. You don't have to worry about it being even because it's just a natural undershadow. Move on to powder blush. I love the Benefit Shelly blush because it is such a perfect pink peachy shade, which is perfect for a soft glowy look. It also has a tiny bit of shimmer, so it acts like a highlighter does. Using Real Techniques brush 302 and applying quite a lot of pigment to the apples of the cheekbones to make me look nice and rosy and glowy. Drag the excess of the pigment on the brush up to the temples and bridge of the nose. You can also take an eyeshadow brush and drag it up below the eyebrow above the crease of the eye, as we did with the green blush. This is going to serve as our eyeshadow look, and it's going to look as though we're not actually wearing eyeshadow, but adds such a nice depth and coherence throughout the face. We're going for a natural brow, and the NYX brow glue is perfect for holding them in place but looking natural. Brush your eyebrows up and out to the side. You can fill in your eyebrows if you have quite naturally light eyebrows, but I prefer just to use a brow gel for this look. Just flattening them down with a flat eyeshadow brush so that they're not too spiky. Before we apply loose translucent setting powder, you're going to want to curl your eyelashes as much as you physically can. By curling them lots, you can apply much less mascara and the mascara goes on much more smoothly. The curl also holds for a lot longer than if you were to just try and use the mascara to keep them up. That's why I'm curling them twice on each side. Then take your setting powder. This is the Laura Mercier loose translucent setting powder and a powder puff. You're going to want to very lightly bake so we don't take away too much from the glowy look, but we do need to set the under eye concealer. Apply a excess amount just underneath the eyes and drag the rest downside the nose. This will make the nose look slimmer. Then you can pat the rest into anywhere you get particularly oily. Go in with a lengthening mascara. This is the Kylash mascara from Kylie Cosmetics, and I really like this one because it doesn't smudge easily but also holds the curl and is very lengthening. To get the most out of your eyelashes, you should coat both sides of the lashes as I'm showing by going down and twisting it and then going back up so you don't lose the curl. This is gonna put mascara onto the lashes that might be sitting above the lashes on the bottom line of your eyelid. Of course, you can't forget to do bottom lashes. Just a light layer will do to make sure that they match and mirror the top lashes. If you make any mess, don't worry because you can just wait for it to dry and then flake it off using a spoolie or a Q-tip. I know how difficult mascara can be. Then you're going to want to take a large fluffy brush to brush away the excess powder. Now that we're done baking, this is Real Techniques brush 203 and I just use it to blend my whole face together and ensure there's no powder residue. To top off the soft glowy look, of course, we need a white gold highlighter because it wouldn't be a soft glowy look without one. Take a smaller eyeshadow brush rather than a big brush so that we can be really precise and make sure that the powder comes off super pigmented. Apply a heavy amount on the inner corners of the eye, dragging it upwards so that it makes the eyes look more accentuated upwards. Also apply the highlighter on the bridge and tip of the nose, the Cupid's bow, just below the eyebrow and on the very high point of your cheekbones. This is gonna add some glow while still making you look snatched rather than applying highlighter all over the cheek. Make sure this is all blended out. Then for lips, we're gonna go in with a nude lip. To make your lips look super pouty but still natural, you should use a brown liner and then pink or nude lipstick in the center, overlining in the center of the lips, and then lining the outside edge just as your natural lip line is. I use the Kylie Cosmetics lip liner in shade 808, and this is the Mario Badescu lipstick. It's actually plumping but acts as a gloss too. You can also use lipstick and a gloss, but don't forget to set the whole look in place so that it stays as long as possible. I'm using the Rimmel London Multi-Tasker setting spray. Then all you have to do is wait for it to dry and you've finished the whole glowy soft makeup look. It's perfect for any occasion. You can wear it on the daily if you like, or if you want to look a little bit more glam for an event but an effortless glow. I love how versatile but pretty and flattering this look is. Comment below your thoughts and any other looks you'd like to see from me. I love all your input. Don't forget to check out my other socials as well as subscribing to my channel and liking this video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.